Hey, kia ora whānau, how's it going? Welcome back to Kaitaki Marakai. This is Rewai here, backyard gardens here in Kaikohi, called Kaitaki Marakai. And we are all about finding and creating food solutions for whānau here in the Northland, particularly around food security, food sustainability, and that whole space around food sovereignty for our whānau, building family health through what we eat. Well, today we're just going to do a little bit of an update on what I've been pottering around doing in the māra today. Lots of little tasks, there's always something to do, and so in between the rain that we've been having up here, I've just been tinkering around, planting in some gaps, and we'll have a little nosy, see what we're up to. All right then. Well, we're in our main garden at the moment, transitioning our last year's summer garden into our spring māra and summer harvest here, summer work. So you would have seen earlier in this particular patch here, I've got some radishes, some carrots. A couple of weeks ago I did another row of radishes in there, as well as over the back over here, which I'll just come around and show you. Just finding gaps and planting up radishes in that space. In here we've germinated some carrots, so I've planted carrots in there. I've had the wood down for a little bit, just like on this one here, and they've started coming through in there, so I'm just letting it. Now they're starting to take hold. We want the sun to get into it. Today, one of the things that we did last week, we went to the market, Kaikohe markets, and started selling some of our surplus produce. And we were just testing it out to see what people like. Now granted, it was only one sale, but what did go really well were our lettuces from over here. We had a whole lot of lettuces, so that was popular, and our spring onions. So we're just going to shift a little bit and probably plant some more of those particular items, and then whatever comes into being ready, we'll just take out and see what whānau are liking. Hence why we've planted some more spring onions. So it's not only fun having yourselves, but the ability to fill gaps that I'm not using, and nice smells, and they're actually quite easy to grow. Like all this that I had here was from one punnet. And I've only used 3 of those bays out of those punnets. So I've managed to see how they sow them. Actually, each one of those is an individual spring onion. Look at that. That's awesome. Just thin them out, and then you can plant them out like I do. Here's some I planted earlier. Some more in there. Here's our onions, garlic, sorry, these are our garlic. So still probably Christmas time. Look what happens, when you're planting and growing. Here's a carrot. Now that was dormant, and it's now come through, and so I've just left it grow, and see what happens. So we'll get our silver beet in the midst there. We're slowly working through our cauliflower. The rain came through and that storm blew over some, so I gave some away yesterday. Here is our external compost pile. So all I'm doing is basically just keep tipping it over, back and forward. That was one of the 3 that we had going here over Christmas, from Christmas through to now. And so this should be all pretty ready for Christmas time for this māra here, this part of it, because I'm going to be disturbing the soil when I uplift the garlic. I need to put new compost in there. And here's some more spring onions, and we've got some basil planted at the front of the tomatoes, but all along there tomatoes, and I've got a series of tomato teachings or videos you can watch, go back on. I'm utilising this. Good thing about tomatoes, they need air to flow around it to keep the germs off them. And you'll note I've put some straw or hay down in my walkways. It breaks down eventually, but it also means I don't have to walk in the mud. Yeah, that's what we're doing. That's today's activities: putting down straw, planting silver beet, just tidying up the things a little bit, allowing the surface leaves to break down and both of those covering. Got some broccoli coming through, another one there, so that's pretty cool. Cabbages, and here's our radishes. Make a little design. Bok choy. And that rain that came through, all flooded in down here. Still thinking about having a raised beds in here as well, but put a lid on it, like we've got lids here, just so the chicken can't eat the food. So we've got cabbages, bok choy there, broccoli, some more cabbages, silver beet, courgettes, spring onions, potatoes at the back, lettuces in these two green bays here, spinach, bok choy, some spring onions in this bit here, and along there the last of our stuff that we planted in autumn. And we've got beetroot in there as well, kale. So yeah, it's been awesome. Pretty stoked with how it's going. Did a bit of work in the worm farm today. It's I haven't put food in there for a little bit, so I should show you what I've done over here. So hence here is a chicken's little space. Compost was in there. It piled up and it was starting to get smelly, so pretty much grabbed one lot of it, put it at the base of the pile that's over on that one, that compost there, and then tipped all the compost over there. It accelerates the breakdown. And then I put the rest of the materials inside there underneath the straw and hay, remembering green, brown, and so forth. And I've just now re-topped it up. Yeah, that's our gardens. Pretty good. Lots to learn. Wood chips, grass, prefer wood chips. We don't have enough of it. We're at the point now where compost and wood chips or some sort of covering outside of straw or grass, like you can see over there. The lawn around there. I put grass over there, grass along the edges around there. That's our main expense, so we've got to think about a good source compost to put on our gardens on a regular basis, particularly when we start getting into putting in some raised beds over here and on the side. Yeah, looking pretty snazzy. Pretty happy with that. Alright, Whānau, have a great day, and get back into the garden. Easy way to do it is just start with a little patch, just maybe one little patch like that, or like this here. This is a no dig, no till, those two. And these are broad fork, because we're putting potatoes in. But think about what you like to eat and start growing it. Either growing up on walls, on the fence line. Grow things up. You can tie your tomatoes, hang your tomatoes in a milk container, and they drop down. Utilise the space that you have. If you don't have a backyard, be creative. Think about it one of your spare rooms, or think about it in a garage, or on a decking. It all starts with little ideas, and take it from there. Alright there, Whānau. Click the like button, click the share button, And if you want to join us, come on to Patreon, look up my name over there. Yeah, or if you want to come out and have a visit and show some people around our māra, both here and in the other site a couple weeks, last week, so it was pretty cool. Sharing the vision, food security and sustainability. Alright then, take on up. Bye.